Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today because I've got a story that I think will truly resonate with anyone who ever felt stuck, discouraged, or just plain broke. It's a story about turning nothing into something, about the incredible power of resilience, and about how an empty wallet can sometimes be the best motivator you'll ever have. So, settle in, grab a warm drink, and let's dive into The Empty Wallet, a story of business success. Imagine a young man named Alex. He wasn't born into privilege. In fact, quite the opposite. He came from a humble background, with big dreams but very limited resources. He'd just finished college, burdened with student loans, and despite his best efforts, he couldn't land a job in his field. He was living in a small, cramped apartment, eating instant noodles most nights, and staring at an empty wallet that seemed to mock his ambition. It wasn't just low on cash, it felt utterly devoid of hope sometimes. Every day, Alex would apply for jobs, network tirelessly, and try to stay positive, but rejection after rejection chipped away at his confidence. He saw his friends moving forward, starting careers, building lives, and he felt like he was standing still, or worse, going backward. There were nights he'd just lie awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if he'd made a mistake, if his dreams were simply too big for someone like him. But here's the thing about Alex. Beneath that layer of self-doubt and financial stress, there was a spark, a fire that refused to be extinguished. One evening, after yet another disheartening job interview, he sat down at his rickety kitchen table, looking at his empty wallet. He pulled out a few crumpled bills, all he had left until his next odd job payment. It hit him then, a profound realization. He had absolutely nothing to lose. Zero. And when you have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain by trying. He started thinking about problems. Not his own, but problems he saw around him. He noticed how many small businesses in his neighborhood struggled with their online presence. They had great products or services, but their websites were outdated, their social media was non-existent, and they were missing out on a huge market. Alex, despite his lack of professional experience, had always been good with technology and had a keen eye for design. He spent his free time learning about digital marketing, web design, and content creation. He had built a few personal projects, just for fun, but never thought of it as a viable career. That night, with his empty wallet as his stark reminder, he decided to pivot. Instead of looking for a job, he would create his own. He would offer affordable digital marketing services to local businesses. He had no capital, no fancy office, and certainly no big name backing him. All he had was his laptop, his skills, and an unwavering determination. His first step was terrifying. He designed a simple flyer, printed a few copies at a local library, and started walking door to door. Most people politely declined. Some ignored him. But he kept going. He knew that for every no, he was one step closer to a yes. He pitched his services, emphasizing how he could help them reach more customers without breaking the bank. He offered a free consultation, genuinely wanting to understand their needs. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, a small, family-owned bakery agreed to give him a chance. Their website was ancient, and they had no social media presence. Alex poured his heart and soul into that first project. He stayed up late, researching, designing, writing engaging content. He treated that small bakery as if it were a Fortune 500 company. He didn't just build them a website, he built them a connection with their customers, a vibrant online community. The results were astonishing. Within weeks, the bakery saw a significant increase in online orders and foot traffic. Their customers loved the new, fresh look and the engaging stories Alex created for their social media. News traveled fast in that small community. Other businesses, seeing the bakery's success, started calling Alex. Slowly but surely, his empty wallet business started to fill up. He reinvested every penny he earned back into his business. Better software, more learning resources, and eventually, he even hired a part-time assistant. He learned on the fly, making mistakes, but always learning from them. He realized that his lack of resources had forced him to be incredibly creative, resourceful, and efficient. He couldn't afford to waste a single opportunity or a single dollar. Alex's journey wasn't without its challenges. There were still moments of doubt, moments when he worked tirelessly with little sleep, and moments where a project didn't go as planned. But every time he felt discouraged, he remembered that feeling of looking at his empty wallet and the decision he made that night: to build his own path, no matter what. Today, Alex runs a thriving digital marketing agency. He still remembers the bakery that gave him his first shot, and he makes sure his company embodies the same values of dedication and genuine care. He often shares his story, not to boast about his success, but to inspire others. He tells people that an empty wallet isn't a sign of failure. It can be the most powerful catalyst for change. It can strip away all your excuses and force you to tap into a reservoir of creativity and determination you never knew you had. So, what's the takeaway from Alex's story? It's this: don't let your current circumstances define your future. If you're facing financial struggles, if you feel like you're starting from zero, remember that you possess an incredible advantage: the freedom of having nothing to lose. That freedom can ignite a fire within you, pushing you to innovate, to take risks, and to work harder than anyone else. Your empty wallet isn't a limitation. It's an invitation to unleash your full potential. It's an opportunity to build something incredible from the ground up, fueled by passion and sheer grit. Believe in your ideas, hone your skills, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Your journey might be tough, but the reward of seeing your hard work pay off, of turning an empty wallet into a full life, is truly priceless. Thank you so much for joining me today and listening to Alex's inspiring journey. I hope this story gives you the motivation you need to chase your own dreams, no matter where you're starting from. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more motivational content. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video.